Hello everybody, Ray Garner with Garner's Games, here to do my weekly comic review. This time we're going to fly with the Captain. Captain Marvel. Dark Pass. This comic book is brought to us by Paul Jenkins and Lucas Werneck, if I'm pronouncing the artist's name correctly. And I'm a long-time big fan of Carol Danvers, so I'm kind of looking forward to this book. I'm going to start off first by saying, really do like just the facials and the overall art by the artist here. I think a really good job. But this story is once again focusing on Carol's shattered memory because of what happened between her and Rogue 1,800 years ago, from my perspective. So she's called Tony out to meet with her and discuss the whole situation. Tony does insist they basically go get coffee. And part of her broken memories is there's her dad yelling at her and throwing a cup of coffee across his workshop. Long and short, they go out to try to investigate stuff. I should say earlier, before this all happens. They run into the Wrecking Crew, which they're not actually even taken very seriously. It's kind of sad when Thor-level villains got to the point now where people are like, well, these guys are joke losers. These joke losers have gotten some Kree upgrades to the crowbar. And he nearly takes Tony completely out before Carol rushes in and saves him. But they do manage to escape. And so, on Tony's advice, Carol goes and talks to her mom's grave. And really some kind of, in all honesty, some very deep, dark deals with, dealing with her dad, treating her badly, and wanting to know why her mom stuck with him. Of course, mom can't answer. And then she's in her apartment sleeping and has a dream with this diamond symbol, DNVR. And when she wakes up, trying to figure out what in the world it is. So she goes to the best, or one of the best investigators she knows, Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman. And they have, some pretty cool talk. And I'm going to point out, while I enjoyed this book, this is a lot of actual reading. So, a lot more in-depth story, and the action's kind of a sideline note as we're getting everything set up. But her seventh sense from way back in the day is coming back. And she's starting to use it. She remembers that she's able to sense, she sense there's an artifact there that's got the DNRV in it. With that little tidbit, Jessica finds it. And she's trying to concentrate. And Carol realizes, oh my God, somebody's here. And Jessica's like, wait, what? Who's here, Carol? Did something happen, Carol? And look at this guy. We got him locked in a scope. This almost looks like a new rendition of Taskmaster, but I don't think it is. If it is, it's a much cooler upgrade from what the last time I looked at his costume. And we're going to continue this investigation in the next issue. I'm never a big fan of when we jump around in a time, like, okay, we're going here. Now we're going to go back a little bit earlier. It's a storytelling style that I'm not a big fan of, but it does hold together pretty well here, which is unusual. So kudos to Paul for writing it so well. Love the art. I'm interested in the mystery, trying to figure out what's going on. Don't have enough information yet to say this is a cool story, but it is an intriguing start to a story. So I'm looking forward to issue 2. If you're a fan of Carol, fan of a little bit of mystery, or just good character interaction writing, I would highly recommend this book. Also, the art is really cool. I would check it out. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week. And what was that? Faster, further, higher? I think that was what the saying in the movie was. See you then.